This video is intended for audiences who are 13 and over. If you are not 13 and over, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online.
William, hey.
Okay, so this is we're
Hey,
starting.
William, hey.
Yeah, hey, hi, how's it going?
Hey. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, William, so Kamen Rider says no to LGBT rights, alright?
There were some moments where they almost
They straight up killed him!
some love.
Yeah, sure.
I'll be real for you,
they
William.
did.
Well, I'll be real. Back when they originally announced Kamen Rider Zi-O, the cast list, right? I legitimately thought that character was female. I'm not gonna lie. Back when the cast listing came out, the cast photos, right? I actually thought that character was female.
Wait, you mean when Zi-O was going to come out?
Yeah, because you know before the show starts, they release the press photo and
so hold on. Let's preface this with telling William that this is on some fucking like reset the world Steins Gate shit. This is like the, I don't know, second or third iteration of the world of these characters for fucking Zi-O.
Wait, what do you mean? Like they've done this before, and this is another instance?
Mm-hmm.
Well, so this takes place after the events of Zi-O proper, in which case Zi-O at the end decides, I don't like how this went. With the power of time, I'm resetting the world, and this is another thing. I'm assuming that this is, and that this and all of the subsequent 7 Zi-Os are various timelines of shit getting, spread differently. And so that's, this is the problem of things operating with quantum physics when they're not, they don't have the brain space for it.
Yeah. We are the perfect people to talk about this.
So all of these characters are it took me a second to go, wait, who the fuck is this? And then I was like, oh shit, it's these characters from before, but they're not actually, they're not themselves, they're the reset
They're not the original incarnation we saw.
Okay.
Yeah. These are new incarnations of the character.
Oh man, that's
right.
This gets pretty wild then, huh?
Yeah.
Except for maybe
Zi-O was a wild trip, all right?
Yeah,
as a show, all right?
I'm planning on downloading it and seeing how that goes.
Oh boy, you're gonna watch Zi-O and you're lost as fuck.
It was about as much of a trip as the actual Rocky Horror Picture Show if you just watched the Let's Do the Time Warp Again part.
Okay. That's interesting.
Because that's all that it fucking was. It's just Kamen Rider version of Let's Do the Time Warp.
Oh my god.
I hope these bag of chips out so I can pick up.
Austin,
Are
what
you
is
failing
going
to
on?
handle some chips?
Yeah, I mean, it's just some bag of chips. You just pick them up, Austin. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
I put my bag of chips in the closet, and I have to reach into my closet to grab them. All right.
Why don't you just put them right next to your bed? I know how your room is laid out. It's just like just put it next to you, right?
No, but I have other bag of chips there, and I don't want to eat those bag of chips.
Why does it matter? Why don't you?
Wait. Like the 7 Zi-Os, I have 7 different types of bag of chips, alright?
Yeah, and so like the 7 Zi-Os, this is our special installment of Kamen Rider Talk, where we talk about random shit with Kamen Rider and shit. It's Rider time, Kamen Rider Zi-O versus Decade, the 7 Zi-Os. Oops, we watched the wrong order.
Oh my god. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's true. Also,
Austin, I don't know when this is gonna come out, alright? This is a video that we're filming as a preemptive backup video in case we ever don't have a video to put up. So if you're listening to this, it is currently March, alright? So I don't know.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. Let's get drunk.
Oh, that's right, there we go. That's right. March, a perfect month where nothing bad happened.
I wish we were like in Ireland though, because like if anything, then we'd have the day.
Because Ireland's got nothing going wrong with them. Brexit and all. Oh boy, I'm using up my politics talk.
Yeah, I got you into it already. Oh my god! I was just
gonna talk about the IRA is probably gonna come back when Ireland has to secede from the UK after Brexit.
I mean, yeah, that's to be fair, but then again, Britain treated Ireland like shit, so like.
Hey, it's okay. Britain treats itself like shit. Apparently, their plan for getting women to protect themselves from cops kidnapping and murdering them is to have cops, undercover cops, protect them at night. So that will go perfectly well.
That's not at all a plan. If anything, they're just gonna keep things quiet. Jesus fuck.
Good job, Boris.
I was also gonna mention the fact that Boris is also planning to fucking make protesting or annoying rallies illegal. I'm like, that's
what happens when you have hair made out of sauerkraut.
Yeah, I'm like, Jesus fuck, dude, he's just trying to get protests to become illegal. That is not okay. Jeez.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
I mean,
don't worry. Like the royal family, don't ignore it. All right.
Yeah.
Don't ignore it.
Speaking of royal family, let's get back to the King of Time, Tokiwa.
So within context of Kamen Rider Zi-O, right? The main character, not these incarnations, the original incarnations, all right? His goal was to be king. But here's the problem. It's just king, all right? That's it. He never said king of what, right?
Yeah.
It's not like how if you were born in Britain or some shit, right? You're like, oh, I want to be the king of England or someday, right?
If you're born in Africa and you're a lion, you want to be the king of the fucking Sahara or whatever.
Yeah, stuff like that. No, the original incarnation of
Tokiwa Sojo.
Yeah, Tokiwa Sojo, right? His goal was just to be king. That's it. That's what he put down. He didn't put down like the king of mattress,
high school graduation plans.
Oh my God.
Right?
Literally actual high school graduation plans. He actually puts that down. That's not even like me just joking.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So to give you brief context of what is happening, just with the concept of Zi-O. So we've talked before about anniversary series. We've told you before that Zi-O is the anniversary series for like all of the Heisei.
Yeah, the finale of the Heisei era.
Yeah, because Japan was like, no more emperor, no more this emperor, new emperor. Old emperor's getting kind of old. He's starting to get a little bit loopy.
Yeah, he might do some racist stuff.
Get in a bag
to the daughter.
So old emperor is like, I'm gonna get out of here before I get canceled. So I'm gonna cancel myself and give it to my son.
Oh my
God.
God.
He did that, right? And that's why we have. That's why we have. That's why we have the Reiwa era. Is because the Heisei era emperor was like, yeah, I'm too old for this shit. Anyway, so they were like, okay, cool, we're gonna sum up everything and we're gonna have an anniversary series where we have, hey, you know what, that we did Kamen Rider Decade as a thing, and that like summed up all the series before that.
Yeah,
so let's do Kamen Rider Zi-O,
30 episodes,
which will do the same thing.
A full season order.
Yeah, but they were like, okay, let's do the same thing, but we'll cover everything. The problem is they fucked up and also included Decade in that, and about halfway through Zi-O, it just became Decade 2 Electric Boogaloo. Because literally Decade showed up, and his whole thing was, fuck you, Zi-O. Like, I can travel through time too, and it became this fucking fight, and like, all this shit. It was quite entertaining. Anyway, the initial conflict, though, before Decade shows up, is... Oh, hi, my name is Tokiwa Sogo. I want to become king.
Yeah.
Who are these two future people that just showed up? Oh, they say that when I grow up, I turn into a basically Kamen Rider Hitler. That sounds bad. And they're here to kill me now before I turn into Kamen Rider Hitler. But I'm not even a Kamen Rider. Oops, here's a Kamen Rider belt. I'm gonna turn into a Kamen Rider. Oops, I'm a Kamen Rider now, but I promise I won't become Kamen Rider Hitler. And then the two of them are like, we'll watch and see. And then, by the end, it's like, yeah, no, I'm gonna turn to Kamen Rider Hitler, but I'm gonna use my powers for good, and I'm going to reset time. I'm gonna use my powers of being Kamen Rider Hitler to fight my future Kamen Rider Hitler self. And then I'm going to reset time so that we all can start over again as regular high school students. Apparently that didn't work, though, because now there's 7 of him doing different shit, and he broke the timeline, because Kamen Rider isn't competent enough to fucking handle time travel.
Oh my.
William, some would say it's a dark fate that this Genesis led us to,
look,
alright?
Don't you bring that back up to me, okay? Don't you dare.
7 Zi-Os is literally okay, you know what it is? It's not that he's Kamen Rider Hitler, it's that he's Kamen Rider Xehanort.
Oh god. No, that's even worse.
I mean it's pretty much it. That's pretty much on point. It's pretty much the truth. Like, basically he just fucking like they applied the procedure everybody has of, well, if you had time travel, wouldn't you go back and kill baby Hitler? It's like, well, what if you could had time travel, why didn't you go back and kill baby Oma Zi-O? And so, yeah, that's what they did. Also, his name is a pun because everything in Kamen Rider is, because G-Con or G is usually used for time, and O is king, so he's the king of time, so he's G-O. Even though it's Z-I-O, it's said like you were saying the king of time. Everything is a fucking stupid pun.
Yeah. Oh my god. So
anyway, so we open up on this fucking fever dream.
Pretty much our salvation from the rise of the machine.
Yeah. Sarah Connor, you must come with me.
This is like the most insane lore dump you just told me. Like, good lord.
Yeah, well, so wait until we get into this, okay?
Yeah.
So this fucking fever dream starts off with, I don't know if you remember it, William, from our great little expedition into Gaim, but for some fucking reason, the only costume suits they have for grunts in this fucking thing
really weird.
are the ones from Gaim. I don't know why they include. They had their they could pick.
Oh, I thought this was just an issue of like, they just all happen to use the same base Megiddo forms or something. Like
they're not Megiddo. They're the Inves from fucking Gaim.
Oh, I mean, I call them Megiddo, but like maybe that's the wrong term I'm using.
Yeah,
I'm
just saying basically the foot soldiers.
Yeah, I just thought they were standard monsters that every single Kamen Rider has used at a certain point.
Every season has their own unique foot soldiers. They just straight up said, fuck it, we'll just reuse these from this season for some reason.
Yeah, we still have the Gaim ones left, like, warmed up from whatever the fuck we did with them last. Might as well throw them back in.
Oh, that's... Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, but even though there's no Gaim characters in this at all, or the other OVA, there's nothing to do with Gaim. But it's like, fuck it, well, we gotta use Gaim characters. But anyway, so we open up with two different Tokiwa Sogos turning into Zi-O and defending kids from Gaim enemies for no reason. And all these kids are, like, scattered around the forest or something, because...
Or the cliffside, or the favorite
the mountains,
that's the film Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
The cliff.
Yeah. Yeah, the mountains.
Hey, look, we literally saw this, like, a few episodes ago.
Yeah.
Wait, this is a pretty primitive area to be in.
Yeah, okay, thanks. I got it now, alright. Thanks for that.
Yeah, but, so... And it's like, I'm this Tokiwa Sogo, and I go to this school, and I'm this Tokiwa Sogo, and I go to this school. And it's like, okay, well, clearly, you don't need to watch anything else to go, something's wrong here. Something is horribly, horribly wrong here. But this entire thing plays like a fucking horror movie. Like,
yeah, it does. Jesus.
I didn't... So, you said before that you started... that you were watching it. You started watching it, and it was like, I have to turn this off. Yeah. I didn't realize how bad it would be. But good God.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm just watching
Zi-O was not like that.
Yeah, I suppose so. I don't know. I can't tell.
Weird. So you know anime, right? So you know those weird borderline hentai animes that are like, this is not hentai, but it's pretty close to there, that have the TV release, right? Right? Where on TV you have to censor stuff, but then you release the OVA, you can do whatever the fuck you want, right?
Yeah.
And pretty much show borderline hentai. This is pretty much what this is, alright?
Just borderline murder.
This is not gonna air on TV. We don't have to abide by the Japanese standard FCC or whatever.
So,
right?
So here's the extra irony to that. So, of the various Sogos that are introduced, of the first 3, so we have the first 2 that save people, one with a hat who gets his pussy, not his pussy, his dick wet, with pussy, and then there's the one with glasses who's clearly running for election somewhere else in the real world, and then there's the main high school Sogo, who I presume...
generic high school Sogo.
Yeah, who I presume that Sogo Prime, basically, is the Sogo that that reset the world. Like, I assuming that he's, like, the one that reset the world, and seeing as Gates has... So Gates and Tsukiyomi are the 2 people that came to kill future Zen or Kamen Rider.
Yeah. They're the Kyle-Reese of Kamen Rider, alright?
Yeah, but then they went, I guess we'll stick around, and if you go bad, we'll kill you and whatever, but otherwise we're your friends. Anyway, the girl that he's hanging out with, that Dickwet Sogo B, Fuckboy Sogo. We could call him Fuckboy Sogo.
Yeah, cool guy Sogo.
Yeah,
he's probably the
Fuckboy
coolest
Sogo.
ever.
His girlfriend is the main girl from Kamen Rider Amazons, the Kamen Rider series that was on Amazon and was incredibly violent and fucking like took incredible liberties. I wonder if this girl needs trauma therapy now from being involved with the Kamen Rider series.
No, you see, I think she's causing the trauma because I think her revival in here caused the blood and violence to happen.
Oh yeah, this is all her fault.
Yes, it's all her fault.
Well, the thing is, she's supposed to be a different character in this, and it took me a second to go. I was like, I've seen this bitch before, and it's like, oh, she's the fucking girl from she's like the sister character from fucking Kamen Rider from Amazons. Oh, you got the shit end of the stick, didn't you? But yeah, so she's got a habit of just bringing the fucking violence with her. She just can't fucking escape it.
This also goes back to how in Kamen Rider and Sentai, they just keep reusing the same actors again, right? Instead of just getting new actors, right?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's the thing. I mean, I know there was this thing with I don't recall her name, but what was her name? Zi-O's actress.
Because Zi-O's actress in Sentai was originally the sister character in Kamen Rider Ghost that they brought back. That they had her be like, hey, recast her, like, hey, you're in Sentai now, all right? Yeah, and it's the same thing that's happening with Saber as well. Saber has had a few returning actors already.
I mean, those were just cameos, right?
No, but the main villain.
No, straight up actors who are previous tokusatsu actors who are just playing a new character.
Alright, because I was just in terms of playing new characters, okay. All right.
Like I said before, like fucking the villain in the Saber movie is apparently the secondary rider from Amazon's.
Yeah. Well, by the way, those toys. Oh, by the way, Tariq, those set photos have leaked now. Oh boy! Hey, wait! I'm gonna say this now. Within Kamen Rider Saber, soon we will reach the Dark Phoenix. All right.
Oh god. Okay.
Hey,
all right. So back to the
favorite Yu-Gi-Oh cards are some of my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh cards are the Elemental Heroes. Anyway,
back to the episode.
So we cut into
we see generic Sogo, right?
Generic Sogo getting stalked by a boy that is very much into him. Here's the funny thing: this character was not this gay before.
Really?
Again, something went off in the formula for Sogo when he reset the worlds, because before he and the other girl. By the way, their fucking names are... His name is Hora, and her name is Aura. And I'm gonna spell these out in Messenger so that you can see how they're spelled, at least how everybody has spelled them, because it's insane. This is how his name is spelled.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
And that's how her name is spelled. She's just a JoJo scream.
Yeah. Oh my god.
But yeah, they were villains. They and the teacher character in this
he was a villain
all
too?
three of them. Well, he turned into a fucking monster at the end. Yeah. They were all villains. They were all the main villains. They were the Time Jackers because that's a cool name.
Oh, but he just dies here. Okay,
Yeah, eat your heart out, fucking what was it? Time Watch. What was that shit?
What?
Time Stoppers?
Time Stoppers? Are you talking about the old ass film?
Fuck you, Time. Yeah, the fucking movie. Yeah, fuck Time Stoppers. It's all about Time Jackers. Clock Stoppers. Oh. Clock Stoppers. That's what it was. Fuck you, Clock Stoppers. It's all about the Time Jackers now.
Oh my god, jeez.
And their goal was pretty much within Zi-O, the Time Jackers were trying to make Sogo into Kamen Rider Hitler. All right, that was their goal. All right.
Yeah.
So we had the people from the future who went back in time to stop Sogo from becoming Kamen Rider Hitler, but we had the Time Jackers who went back in time to make him become Kamen Rider Hitler.
Oh, okay. He's like, he liked the future.
And then there's one guy who just keeps reading Mein Kampf to Togo before he realizes what Mein Kampf is.
Wait, would that be the I mean, for lack of a better term, the gay one? Is that what we're talking about?
No. Those three are Time Jackers. Who doesn't turn into a Kamen Rider in this, which is a fucking shame because he was the best Kamen Rider out of all of them.
He was the best character in that show, by the way.
Yeah. Is basically future Kamen Rider Hitler's, like, aide. And he goes back...
So he's future
Gobel.
He's future Goebbels or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, and he goes back in time as well to basically be his hype man every time he transforms. Like, literally every time he transforms, he goes, "Rejoice! For here is our master, Kamen Rider Zi-O, in his new form."
And the best part is every time he yeah.
Literally just
so you go ahead. I have something to say.
Funny.
Okay.
Oh, no. It's just... Yeah, that's it.
No, okay. The best part was when Walls, right? Every time he watched Sogo, he's like, this is the most important day in history. The day when Sogo first accessed blank power, right? This is the mark of history. And then next episode rolls by, Sogo gets new power. He's like, rejoice! Behold, the most important day in history, where Sogo gets new Kamen Rider power. And that's pretty much every episode he's in. He's like, yes.
So wait, are you telling basically whenever Sogo basically gets with someone, he was like, rejoice! This is the first day he loses his virginity.
Yeah. Basically, he's just out there being his hype man.
History, pretty much. Every new day for Walls is the most important day in history. All right.
Yeah.
So he's like that every episode.
Well, until he steals from his other alternative timeline self the Kamen Rider belt, and he becomes his own Kamen Rider, and he kills his future self. But anyway, that's how Kamen Rider Zi-O works.
Oh
but yeah,
so we lord up all Kamen Rider Zi-Os. All right.
Initially, these two. Yeah. This is a fucking Zi-O is a fucking confusing show.
Yeah. Okay, but here's how you can easily divide the show to 4 factions. All right. Sogo, Stop Sogo, Help Sogo, Decade. No. All right.
Stop.
That's it. Those are the 4 fractions. All right. DK's just straight up in the show like, hey, yo, what's up? You guys only gave me 31 episodes. I want the rest of my 20 episodes now. All right?
I'm here to get my rollover shit with interest. I'll kill this main character if I have to.
Look, I just have a headache now.
Yeah, trust me, that's how I felt watching Zi-O proper. Now I'm watching a fucking OVA for it. And I've got to say, it's better than... the 3 episodes were better than all 50 of fucking Zi-O.
Oh my god. Wait,
anyways...
Okay, no,
so these two were originally part of the trio of bad guys, right? But Hora wasn't like in fucking love with Zi-O before. He was just another one of these time jackers that could like
one of the guys
stop time and like
another Rowdy Rough Boy, basically. Before.
Yeah, could go around fucking shit up. But I guess in the rewrite of time, Sogo made him gay, I guess?
I think he was just lonely, and he just refuses to acknowledge that he himself is gay.
I mean, maybe, but yeah, so he rewrites time to have Hora like him, and Aura likes Gates. And Gates just straight up fucking rips her fucking
fucking
letter.
Brutal. Jesus.
Sogo was like kind of almost into it. He was kind of okay with it for a second.
Yeah, he was. He was just like, "Oh, I never got a love letter before."
He was almost supporting of LGBT rights, but not fully. All right.
Yeah.
Like a modern day politician, you'll say it, but you won't promise it.
Oh my god.
But then we see 3 kids try to escape the school, and we realize that this is not a high school drama. This is a fucking murder mystery. Because they run out, and the Invest fucking eviscerate them. Holy fucking shit.
Was not expecting this, to be honest.
These kids try to fight with shovels, and they are just getting torn apart. And Gates and Zi-O do nothing.
Yeah,
I mean,
everybody just fucking watches as they're getting fucking eaten like it's goddamn television.
To be at
did you see the guy that was jumping up and down as it was happening?
Yeah.
That guy was like, oh boy, I was waiting for this to happen.
I also don't know why Gates stops him and is like, it's too late. I don't know, man.
He could have jumped in and be like, hey.
You could have jumped in and like, it's not like you're trying to keep it secret, apparently, like...
Yeah, I mean...
But yeah, they just get fucking... Limbs are thrown asunder, blood is everywhere, there's a really bad fake hand that just drops, like...
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
But, like, they just obliterate people.
Budget, alright? Just because they can do it all doesn't mean they still don't have to follow the budget that Toei gave them, alright? Yeah. Toei still gave you a budget you have to film with, alright?
Still, it's just... it's kind of intense for, like, an opening.
Oh yeah, it's intense for Zi-O. Zi-O, this is as Austin said, this is the we don't have to worry about fucking MPAA fucking shit or whatever Japan has. We don't have to worry about censorship. Yeah, we just have kids get fucking murdered.
It's okay. It's okay in our kids from ancient Japanese schoolboy who take the ages of 6 and 12.
Yeah, I'm like, they're just gonna get introduced to this shit. I'm like, this is not okay.
Yeah, well, to be fair, you probably should not be watching the 7 Zi-Os if you're gonna start off with this as your entry point to Zi-O, alright?
I mean, you're
just gonna be confused.
You made me watch it anyway. This is my entry point.
Yeah, that's the entertainment, though. Yeah.
God.
Yeah, so the students are dead. The students are dead, but don't worry. But, what was this guy's name in Zi-O?
His name was Schwartz.
Schwartz, that's right. Schwartz is like, hey, don't worry. Yeah. They deserved it. They deserved to die. They didn't listen to the rule.
He was the leader of the villains in the last one. And the big reveal at the end was... So, part of all of their, like, planning and shit was they were taking past timeline Kamen Riders, taking their abilities, and putting them into random people to make another versions of Kamen Riders. So they'd make another Kamen Rider Drive, another Kamen Rider O's, another Kamen Rider Gaim. They take their powers away from them, and then they stick it in somebody, and then make, like, a monster form of that. That was the monster of the week.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
The big reveal at the end, as you see at the end of this, is that Schwartz was just like, no, I just wanted to become another I wanted to become another Decade. Which is like, again, I feel like this is just Decade's show. Like, the plot was focused on Decade the entire time for, like, the last 2/3. But, okay, sure. The big reveal was that the power he wanted to steal was fucking Decade's? Okay, cool, I guess.
Yeah.
But so, anyway, the timeline, fucked him up too, but, like, in a different way, because he's just this weird, creepy teacher. Like, literally, so I messaged this, and I'm like, this is just High School of the Dead. This is just High School of the Dead. Like, there's a teacher trying to get the kids to, like, oops, if you want to fuck. We're just all gonna live happily in this paradise where I'm the leader. It's all good.
I swear he was on his way to become a cult leader, and he was gonna get to the point where he's like, okay, guys, reject reality. Fuck in front of me. I'll watch. Don't worry. It's okay. Reject reality. It's fine.
Yeah, he's got cult hair. He definitely has cult leader hair.
Yeah. I mean, he was getting there, man. He was going a little. He was a little wild in the beginning. There, like, reject reality. I'm like, okay, tone it down a little.
Yeah. So they also hint at, Tsukiyomi? Yeah, she's off somewhere else. She might not be here. We'll get back to that in a sec when she fucking shows up in the forest completely unharmed and totally part of the show still. But that's because the show hates women. As indicated by the hostage situation, where, like, 4 boys kidnap a girl with a fucking, box cutter and are like, I'll kill her.
Oh yeah, that happened. Oh my god.
And then Schwartz shows up with 0 fucks given and just beats all of the kids and takes away the knife. Like...
Yeah, I was very confused when it happened.
Would be impressive if not for the... It would be impressive if not for the clear, like, lack of care for the safety of students. And then the kid just fucking jumps out the window.
Oh yeah.
And then he doesn't die and then he doesn't die on impact, and he still gets eaten. So, you know, just super cool, super chill first episode of this fucking OVA.
Yeah. Also, I didn't know what his plan was, right? After, it's like, I'm tired of being trapped in this school, surrounded by monster, right? I'll jump outside to the monster.
Yeah, it's okay.
I think his plan was to end it, and then he was like, "Oh fuck, I'm still alive," and then the investors were like, "Hold my beer."
Yeah, that sounds accurate. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so then we see Tsukiyomi, sporting a terrible haircut.
Yeah? That haircut does not look good on her.
She had her hair long in the show, and now she has her hair in a helmet sort of haircut, and it's terrible. But you see her transform, which is one time more where there are more times that she transforms in the OVA than she transforms in the show. Because again, she only transforms in the second to last and last episode. And she only transforms in the last episode because it's the rollover from the end of the last episode. She has about a total of 10 minutes of screen time transformed in the original show, and she has 3 times that she transforms into this fucking shit.
Yeah, but that's more than what she had in the original show.
That's okay. Jesus.
It's very sad.
It's very
bad,
sad. Yeah. Good lord. I thought.
Hey, look, wait. Pick what you would rather have: woman rights or LBGT rights. All right, pick right. Kamen Rider's like you either pick one or you pick none. All right.
Okay. Look, I think by way of progress that we've had here, you go women's then LGBT, right?
Yeah, of course it is. It's Women's History Month.
Oh,
Gay Pride Month is in June.
No March we're recording this, and don't know when this is coming out though.
It can't. No,
anyway,
no. See, in terms of this coming out, it comes out now, Austin. Okay, because when it comes out, it will have come out. So it comes out now.
Yeah.
Okay.
The present is always the present.
Are you saying then is now?
Yes.
But when is then? Are you saying then is now?
Yes, it's now.
Yeah.
Now
the present is always the present.
Yeah, exactly.
We 3 individuals have a better understanding of time mechanics than fucking this entire show. But anyway, we cut over to fuckboy Soma, who decides
cool guy Soma,
who decides to get on his motorcycle and drive away from this school. And his woman's
once again, so just occurs like all these schools are on the same island or something.
No, they all whatever. So here's what I understand basically of what happens. Sogo, I almost wanted to call him Toma. But no. Sogo tried to basically rebirth the world at the end. Clearly somewhere he fucked up. And these various timelines that got created by him resetting the world or whatever, or Zi-O, who is his Kamen Rider Hitler future form, did some shit and made these alternate timelines. And they all started converging on each other, which, sure, I mean, that's been a played-up trope in time travel shit before, with, Batman and the fucking multiverse theory and shit, all that stuff.
Right.
DC and all that. But, so I assume that they all got sucked into this one, interdimensional space, and they're converging on each other until only one is left. Is basically the most I am jumping through hoops to try and make sense of this. It's fucking insane. This is a PEPE SILVIA level thing to try to figure out. But anyway, so for some reason, fuckboy Sogo has his girlfriend, who both is and is not the girl from Kamen Rider Amazons, who wants to come with him. And they hop on their fucking bike and they drive away into the wilderness, and he just is slashing down enemies. Fuckboy Soma, low-key, kind of the best. Not Sogo, is low-key the best Sogo.
He's pretty much very cool, and I like his character a lot.
Yeah. And he lives through the end of it, so, here's hoping that he gets to take over for Sogo Prime. But anyway,
just to be clear, are there going to be future OVAs of this? Because the fact that
I didn't think there would be these OVAs.
I didn't even know these were announced until they got announced. All right, usually with the end of
until we were watching Saber, and it said, "Hey, guess what? We have OVAs for this." And Austin and I were like, "But why?"
Yeah. Well, usually with Kamen Rider, how it works is after you finish the series, right? You get one movie, and then you get a crossover movie, and then that's it. And if your series popular, you might get some extra movies, right? Other than that, you only get in terms of outside media, right? Out of the TV show, you probably only get 3 outside media. Not including the stage show, because they started every Kamen Rider gets this. But those shit are just for fun, for kids, and are usually non-canon and are irrelevant. But in terms of actual media, you only get 3.
Yeah.
You get your movie, your crossover movie with the previous generation of Kamen Rider, and then you get your one-off OVA. But somehow Zi-O
sprinkle of spin-off things.
Managed to trick everyone and get 6 OVAs. All right.
Well, clearly the way that they did it is because Decade went, "These are mine."
Yeah.
The only reason Zi-O is the thing is because, listen, Decade walked so that Zi-O could run.
God.
and instead Zi-O ran the 50 in a 20-yard line.
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah, but anyway, so we get back to the education system of the libertarian political system, where they ignore women's opinions and just say procreate and make babies, get married.
Yeah, you're right.
And then Aura tries to be sexy, and I've never felt more uncomfortable about what looks like a 15-year-old. I know that she's like 20-something, but good God, she looks like a 15-year-old wearing her mom's dress. Like,
yeah, she really does. Not even like that. Holy shit!
Trying to be sexy, and I'm like, I need you to stop. I need this to stop. Full Filthy Frank, like, no, this needs to stop. Like, and Sogo's living his best life, just making a fucking carnival in this fucking shit.
Yeah.
Basically, okay, Sogo Prime's entire character in these 3 OVAs is basically his character throughout the entire Zi-O show. He is the dog going, "This is fine," just smiling as everything burns around him. Like, he has no fucking sense of like, this is bad. You're going to die.
Hey, look, he just wants to be king, alright? But here's the thing, man. He
just
can't
wait to be king.
Look, literally within the show, he just states, I want to be king, and he never explains on it, right? Well, like if I have to say, I want to be president, right? Right?
Yeah.
And then of course, you be asking, all right, what are you gonna do? What's your? Are you gonna raise the taxes, tax the rich, allow the rich to not get taxed, right? Right? Something like that, right? What you got, right? He's just. Yeah. I'm just saying, no, I'm just gonna be president. That's it. That's all. That's my stance. That's it. I'm not gonna go into any more details. That's it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna be president. That's all I'm gonna say.
So that's really. So he just wants to be king, and there's no reason for why he wants to be king.
He just stands like, I'm gonna be king. That's it. Like he doesn't. That's the worst thing. His character was like, I'm just king.
All
you know?
right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
So anyway, while he's just having fun fucking around with goldfish, fuckboy Sogo decides to show up.
Hold on, before we go to this, where the fuck are these goldfish coming from? It's always at this.
Yeah. I thought about that. I thought about that too. I was like, so did they have the goldfish already?
Yeah.
Why did they have goldfish?
So I understand stuff like food, school supply will be left in like an abandoned. Like I'm assuming these people found this school like an apocalyptic thing. Like, oh boy, we're being chased by a monster. Let's hide out in this school, right? Oh, yo, check it out. There's still school supply and food or some shit.
Again, the most that I can think of is, again, I'm jumping through hoops for him. We just got a regular old Haruhi Suzumiya situation going on right here. He's fucking king of time, and if he wants shit, it'll show up. He doesn't control it. It just shows up if he wants it.
Yeah. Really fucking weird how all this fucking school festival stuff is just randomly here. It's pretty...
Yeah. He has no fucking control... Like, let's be real. Sogo's actually kind of a menace, to society.
I mean, for the fact that he just kind of joined 7 different, universes together in a very violent way. Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. I was honestly surprised that he didn't turn back into Oma Zi-O at the end of this. I thought that was what was going to happen, and it wasn't, and I'm disappointed. But so fuckboy Sogo shows up, then Sogo Prime shows up, he transforms, they're all fighting Invest, and then political scheming Zi-O shows up eventually after Gates shows up. Everybody's kicking Invest, things in the face and the nuts. And then Gates is like, uh-oh, there's 3 of them? Well, this sucks. And then they go into the second one. Yeah, and then they go into the second one.
Oh, yeah, by the way, also, I just want to point out, in recent years, right, before, I just want to point this out, if you notice that Gates' driver is just Zi-O's driver, alright? That's it, okay?
Yeah, it's literally the same one.
You notice that? So, in recent years with Kamen Riders, right, for some reason, they started having the secondary owner use the same exact shit and be like, alright, that's good. Because before, with secondary side riders, they used to give them their own cool device, right? Like their own individual shit, right? But nowadays, they're just like, just reuse someone else's device and call it a day.
I don't know. I guess I don't think that's necessarily true because Vulcans
and Valkyrie used the same driver.
No, they didn't. They used the Shot Riser.
Yeah, the same driver.
No, it's a gun. And
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm saying they had their own thing. They had their own thing. They had their own thing that was different from.
Okay, I think I phrased that wrong. Like you usually, basically, they would have unique individual like, hey yo, this is the gate driver, or this is the Zi-O driver, right? Right. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, you mean like they would have their own. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Like I mean, you have a Slash.
I think it depended on the. I think it depended on the series though, because like, even if you look at like Saber, right? Technically, all of them are similar to each other, because
they just have a new,
Toma's is the same as Toma's is the same as. Well, let's say that the God, what's the fucking sword's name? God damn it, it's the Sword of Fire. Yeah, the Rekka sword belt is the same as the God, fuck it, the fucking water sword. It's Nagami or whatever shit.
Yeah. No boy. If only we knew. It's a good thing we're about to learn these names soon.
Yeah, and then Ikazuchi, like all three of them are basically work on the same principle, and then the other, we're at like 6. Those 6 work on their own principle.
Yeah.
Like, there's not that many. I mean, I'm trying to think of the last unique driver that was really different was probably like. Wizard between Beast and
Wizard Beast. That sounds about right. Yeah,
I'm trying to think. What was that? Well,
Drive. Was it
Drive? Drive was different.
Was Drive different?
Was Drive different? I know that Ghost sure as fuck wasn't.
You know, Ghost just had the same.
Except for Necrom. Necrom's
cool as fuck though, so he's fine.
Yeah. Anyway,
he's Zuko.
Back to this shit. Yeah. Anyway, back to High School of the Dead.
So there's 3 Sogos now. There's 3 Sogos.
And he just goes 8. Yeah, and
by the way,
Schwartz just decides like, okay,
High School
ABC
just comes out of nowhere. Did you guys notice how High School Sogo literally comes out of nowhere? Right? Did you guys notice that?
What do you mean?
He just straight up comes out of nowhere.
What do you mean?
Right? So we know that.
What do you mean? He was there.
Yeah.
No, like he just enters the scene like the weirdest, like the way that they set him up to enter the scene is so fucking weird. Like we see fuckboy Sogo drive into the school, right? Right. We see schoolboy Sogo at the actual school, right? And then
he jumps down and fight, and then he jumps down out of the thing to fight.
Yeah, out of the same location, right? But then political motivation.
Yeah. Poli-sci Sogo.
Ben Shapiro Sogo just walks in.
Oh, fuck yeah. That's definitely what we're calling him.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So Shapiro Sogo, fucking.
I don't like it.
This Steven Crowder Sogo.
No.
Okay, Tucker Carlson Sogo.
Okay,
Tucker Carlson Sogo. Tucker
Sogo.
Sogo Tucker shows up. He just walks in, and he says, "What are these monsters? What even is time? Do you understand time? Why are Mr. Potato Head's genitals gone? Tell me. Where are my Potato Head penis?"
What?
And then we cut to DK.
Hey, let's get that trending. Tucker Carlson wants to suck Mr. Potato Head's dick.
No!
Hashtag Tucker Carlson wants to suck. Yeah, that's too long.
My god.
Hashtag Tucker Carlson x Mr. Potato Head.
You literally twice now just got me to be like, what? It's like, I was just like, what? Oh, god,
Tucker Carlson is really upset about the fact that Mr. Potato Head is taking the Mister out of it.
I hate all of this, and I'm
we live in a society, William.
We live in a society.
Wait. Some would say we live in a society where it's a distant memory. All right.
Yeah.
God, stop. Okay. No,
you have to walk the dream drop distance to get here.
God.
Yeah, then we catch Decade in a fucking Hummer.
Decade's in it. No, we also get... first we get the introduction of Waz. Again, not enough Waz. Waz is my favorite fucking character from Zi-O. Because he's just a hype man that gets better powers than his boss. And just shows up and, like, goes, yeah, there's a problem here. anyway, I'm not gonna deal with this, bye! And he just fucks off for the rest of the fucking, like, part. And he just, like, shows up to explain shit and then walks away.